Morning, everyone. Welcome to another This Might Hurt. Happy Saturday. I am lounging around this morning and doing my thing. I was listening to Scorched Earth Tarot and the Aquarius readings, which was nice. I listened to them quite a few times actually throughout the month when she puts them out, and she has a wonderful. I guess you would call it a protocol for 2026. It's out on YouTube. Go look for it. It's amazing. I love hearing, well, first off, I love hearing her voice. Then I love seeing her cat. And I love the advice that she gives, because I think it's amazing. I found her in 2020. She spoke to my soul back then, and I've been following her ever since. And yeah, we have a class tomorrow with Mark Vincent, which he's the guy that taught me, or taught her, and she taught me, or I don't know, we all learned somehow through him about the woolly mammoth being the subconscious mind. And I use that quite a bit in my IOP, in my life, in my everything, and yeah, it's a thing. So let's get the energies for today. High Priestess in the reverse. Not trusting the intuition, just being a little bit, let's see what my keywords have to say. Ignoring your intuition or secrecy, repression, repressed thoughts, repressed feelings, I like the repression word on that one. Just pushing it down, which is not necessarily where we want to be, not necessarily where we should be, and not even necessarily bad, because sometimes we have to do that, right? Sometimes we just have to go through the motions and do the 3D things, and we can't always be in our spiritual selves. Sometimes we have to be 3D, and that's okay. And maybe today's a 3D day, right? I'm going out and getting groceries and haircuts and doing all the things that I can't do during the week because I can't, right? So there's that, being in the 3D self, and then the Knight of Cups in the reverse, and just not even worried about the, do I want to say romantic? I guess romantic. Maybe romantic. I don't know. Page of Cups. Maybe. I think I'm feeling this is more disloyalty. So I have a situation where, there's people in my life, and I don't even know how to explain this. They come and go, right? They come and go, and that's fine. Like, I don't have an issue with that, but when it comes to Knight of Cups, usually it's an offer of romantic love, right? And sometimes this person, for me anyway, feels like they're in and out. You don't hear from this person for weeks, and then all of a sudden it's chaos. Anyway, yeah, I feel like it's kind of that downside of those things, right? So knowing that it's not a true offer. Knowing that it's not a true offer of romantic love. It's not that. And understanding that, right? And getting back into your 3D self of, I'm not going to be spiritual. I'm not going to try to make this connection work on a spiritual, maybe it is a spiritual connection. It's just not meant to be in the 3D. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. We'll see. Let's keep going. Or you're that person, right? Are you making those offers to people, and then Five of Cups, feeling left out afterwards, but not feeling left out? A lot of reversals today, interestingly enough. Five of Cups, looking back at the 2 cups that you do have, because you're not focused on the 3 that you don't. Trying to make... what just jumped in my head was stone soup. Do you guys know that story of stone soup? If you don't, go look it up. If I try to tell you, I'll butcher it. But basically the premise is they try to make this soup out of stone, right? And the community comes together, and they're like, oh, well, I have onions, I can add that. And I have vegetables, and I can add that. And I have meat, and I can add that. At the end of the day, it's not about the stone soup. It's about the community coming together to make the soup, right? Everybody has something to bring to the table. And I feel like that's what this is. It's realizing that you don't have to bring it all by yourself. And, if everybody does their part, then life is good. We can have stone soup, right? It's funny because I was actually doing some grocery shopping online because I do pickup orders. You know why I do pickup? Not because I'm lazy, because it keeps me from impulse buying. I only get what I need when I do it that way. And I'm lazy, and I hate the stores, and I hate crowds, and yeah, it's a nice thing to do. But anyway, yeah, figuring out that stone soup is maybe a thing. To the Three of Pentacles. So that's that community. That's everybody's bringing, that is stone soup, right? That's everybody bringing things together. But all of this energy, guys, is reversed. I feel like it's what's jumping in my head is once bitten, twice shy. There are times when, okay, so this happened to me last night. You get a text and it's like people want to jump to these conclusions, right? And put words in your mouth, and then you call them out on it. And I shit you not, the text I got back was, I'm sorry you took that wrong. I'm sorry you took that badly. I don't even know what to say about that. Like, my reaction to your actions is not my fault, right? I wouldn't have reacted that way if you hadn't have lit the spark, lit the thing. So when those things happen, then we start to pull back, right? We're start to like, okay, well, I'm just going to disengage, which is literally what I said. I'm like, you know what? That's fine. You can't take responsibility for your actions. I'm going to disengage until you can. I'm going to shut this off until we can come back together and everybody can take their accountability in the problem. But until that happens, until people can do their work and figure out what part they played in the thing, I step back. Like, I don't need to tell you. I don't need to, I don't even need to be accountable to you. I need to be accountable to myself. And until you can do that, you don't get to be part of my energy. I'm going to pull it all back in, and I'm going to realize what I do have. I'm going to maybe find a new, yesterday we got the find a new community card. This one is, I can make my own stone soup. I can go to the grocery store and buy my own vegetables and onions and meat and whatnot. And it's maybe not the healthiest of energies, but it's a protective energy. I'm going to protect myself from these people who are making me feel unsafe, emotionally, physically, whatever. If you can't be in a relationship that makes you feel safe, then you withdraw, you retreat, you come back to yourself, because you do, because you're human, guys. That's what we do. We're not trying to hurt anybody at the end of the day. We're just trying to keep ourselves safe. Our woolly mammoth, the only thing, it has two states, if you will. It has a state of stressed and a state of non-stress. And when it's stressed, the only thing it needs to do is keep you safe and keep you alive. And if it did something in the past that kept you alive, then that went down as a win, even if it was an unhealthy way to do it. So retreating and pulling back and taking your energy back from a I was going to say a perceived hurt, but if you're hurt, whether it's perceived or not, you're hurt. Like, your perception is your reality. I keep looking at this malachite over here, this little bag of stones I have over here, and it's just jumping out at me. I don't know why. But yeah, it's a thing. So, yeah, we're kind of in that retreat phase, and that's okay. Let's get some advice. Let's see advice for today. We haven't decided if this is good or bad. Okay, and don't decide. Maybe that's the advice, right? Don't decide, is this good, is this bad? Let it just be. There's no good, there's no bad, there just is. But the sun, the happiness, is the perception, right? Is the perception. This can be happy or this can be sad. This can be grief or it can be celebration, because to every ending, there's a new beginning. So there's that. What you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck is Seven of Swords. Somebody being deceptive. That might be you, that might be them. I'm not sure, but there's some level of deception that's happening. Make sure you're not deceiving yourself with such things. Make sure you are retreating and really analyzing what you have going on here. Because if you try to deceive yourself, it's only going to hurt you in the end, right? All right, guys, I'm going to leave it there. You take care. We'll chat tomorrow.